Hey guys, welcome to Cars and Health Bars. On today's episode, we've got import owners in our sights. Also, we recap the 7 Days to Die A21 dev stream. Let's get right into it. You know what I have noticed about import owners? Not a whole lot of them show up to these daytime car scene meets. It's like they're specifically hiding in the dark. I think it's because you can't respect
the shadows.
You can't respect the vape cloud whenever it's nice and sunny out.
It looks too much like a real cloud. You can't tell the difference.
That is a weird thing I've noticed though. Like I haven't really every car meet I've been to, like there's some import guys, but it's like most of them just come out at nighttime, dude. That way you can see their underglow.
Yeah, you don't really see a lot at local meets for us, anyways. This may be different somewhere else, but
we are in Vet City too. But still, we got a small import scene for sure.
Yeah, we do. Like my old coworker is.
I'm not.
Yeah, we got a few people I know.
I'm not super big into Miatas, but or not Mazdas, but that Zach had that cambered one on his story, Modified World, not too long ago.
I'm not too big on Miatas.
I'm not either, but you know, it looked like that somebody had spent some money in modifying that. At least I was surprised to see it in Glasgow, honestly.
Yeah, I don't mind Miatas. It's just I don't know. They're not a platform I'm going to choose personally.
LS swap a Miata.
And you know, I am almost like 6 foot tall, so
yeah,
I don't think that's a good car for me, anyways.
We don't fit well in small import cars.
There wouldn't be nothing. Like I'd take up all the legroom.
I'm surprised how well I fit inside Caleb's R32. That thing felt nice.
Those were comfy cars, yeah.
Yeah. But that is one of the bigger Skylines. You know, they started getting a little bit more slender whenever you started getting close to R34. But we're not here to put imports on a pedestal. No. We are here to talk about their owners. And specifically, the ones you see hanging around your local Walmart in the back part of the parking lot, smoking vapes and hitting them crazy two-steps with their detachable steering wheel on the hood.
And maybe if they're just crazy enough, they'll be emo and have a bunch of piercings and smoke hella pot in the parking lot.
Let's go. Man, I just, every time I scroll through Facebook, this video just keeps popping up of this guy doing a walk around of his Civic, and he's doing the classic, like, he's hitting all the points about Civics that people talk about, like, hey man, how much horsepower does it make? It don't matter. It got VTEC.
I think I know you're talking about.
he gets in it and he's like, oh man, here it comes, VTEC, and he just like leans back in the seat and starts spazzing out.
Every time he shifts gears.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a Civic, but I ain't gonna be one of them guys, man. I'm gonna just be daily in one for that good 30 miles a gallon.
You can't be hating a Civic, bruh. Like, you do like a decent, like, upgraded turbo Civic build, not too crazy, you know, but
these guys,
really good daily driver, like hella good gas mileage. And then when you do want to get crazy and you hit boost, I mean, your mileage is taking a dump on you, but you moving.
But you got these guys that just buy it to put a heart-shaped tow hook on it and
a single header.
A single header, yeah. And some people get really wild and run it out the front fender, but from right in front of the front wheel.
Yeah, they'll just have your header. Like, you don't got an intake, you just got a header. Like, I see so many Hondas like that. It just blows my mind. Like, why are you putting a header on this thing? You're not going to gain that much. Like, an NA, you know, most NA Hondas aren't making too much power. Like, you rarely see built NA Hondas.
It's almost like they're trying to pretend like they're boosted and they need that wastegate running out the front. Yeah, and that detachable steering wheel that I'll die on a hill about. Sitting there, dude. I know there's like one guy in our local scene. I think his profile picture is him sitting on the hood of his import with the steering wheel right next to him. Like, homie, you just carry that around everywhere? Like, you take that inside with you at nighttime? You read it a bedtime story? That's my teddy bear.
Oh man.
I hate it so much. And like it's crazy too because the same owners that be doing this puts their car on marketplace and thinks it gets like a $2,000 markup just because he put a detachable steering wheel in there. Like
I got a factory spoiler off another car and a detachable steering wheel.
imports are the Frankenstein of the car world. People just
Yeah, Mick. Like you got your fucking reps over here.
I'm taking a Eagle Talon bumper and putting it on my Eclipse.
Yeah, like why?
And they're
You
like,
got Eclipse. Put the Eclipse bumper on. Like, why you swap it to the Talon? Who
oh,
cares? Like, I don't care if you got first gen.
us domestic guys are all about engine swaps, but God, they are like flying under the radar. They're the worst, dude. They so many imports, and like hardly any of them had the factory motor in it. I don't know, people
For
just be
sure,
blowing
man.
them up or like what the deal
Like,
is.
nah, bro. I think it's like, especially with the Hondas, it's like swap like Chevy. Like, you got the 305, 350, 327, 302, like 30. Like, you got everything.
I feel like a lot of if they throw any shade on that talking point, it's just gonna be like, oh, it's because our cars actually have high mileage. It's like, yeah, because you have a commuter car. Like nobody's like saving that
You're
car to
making
be a
less
weekend
power.
car.
Yeah, less power is less stress. Bottom line, like the car making more power per cylinder usually. I mean, when you get into boosted Hondas, yeah, they usually make more power per cylinder, but NA and NLS is making more power per cylinder all day. So that's why they're not going to go as many miles, which is hard. I mean, that's kind of a hard argument because how many LSs you see like 300,000 miles?
Yeah, that's
All
true.
kinds.
I mean, mine and your car is, not super high miles, but it's getting up there. And I mean, I haven't had a
I'm
single problem.
150.
I'm 150 like 3 or 4. Like I'm rocking fine. It's
I literally ain't got no issues. I throw a set of used lifters in again.
that's so funny. And it's like the guys that have the NA imports are the ones that are just like, dude, they have the worst attitude ever.
They act like LSs are unreliable because of that DOD. It's like, okay, the cost of maintenance is literally oil and replace your lifters when they go bad, and then you're done for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you don't
Like,
see us out here putting a new engine in our car every weekend because
yeah, nah, you just throw a hole in that bitch and it's gonna run for 300,000 miles. Like, you don't gotta do shit.
and my car Jordan is definitely way easier on his car. I abuse my car. Like I only drive my car like once a week, but I make up for every day I didn't drive it with that one day I do drive it.
I don't know. Some days I'm not much, but I probably am worse on my car than you are on yours, bruh.
I don't know. I get in my car and like it starts singing the Hard Knock Life to itself.
Mine does in the mornings when that lifter ain't pumped up with all that used lifter, bruh. It's singing a song. And you just let her warm up and she's fine, though.
My God, yeah. But yeah, I mean, what slander do you have directly for the import guy? I mean, you really take a stand on the VQ owners.
I just hate every G35 has to be straight pipe, bro. Why? Why is it gotta be so fucking loud? I don't want to hear it. I don't even like loud cars like my own car. Like, I don't even want it to be loud, bro. I definitely don't want to hear some stock VQ making a pull.
You probably won't believe that I'm saying this, but you always tell me that my car is super extremely obnoxiously loud, especially just for cruising. I was still in my car, but I was behind like a 5. I don't even know if it was a 5.3, but it was just like an older like Chevrolet truck, dude. That thing was straight piped, and oh my God, I followed it for probably like 30 minutes, dude. And just like the drone of a straight pipe, dude. I was like just trying to relax, and like I'm just sitting here and like blah 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 blah. Like, God, dude, go on somewhere. Put some muffler on that thing.
Yeah, I don't like driving. If I cruise with someone, I'm usually in the front if we're going pretty far, because most of my friends have straight pipe cars.
I mean, I'm not gonna go and put no muffler on mine, but God, dude, I will say, I understand now, like what you deal with being behind us, because that truck.
You should imagine hearing a car on a dyno every day. God, you get like a boosted car with a stock muffler's loud. You can imagine a cammed LS with no muffler is doing multiple, like our dyno screams enough, bruh. Like Cars be loud. I'm telling you, we have some that are just like, okay, I can't work. I'm listening to this car on the dyno.
Sitting there trying to listen for, like any sound, like, a
Yeah, I'm trying to
bolt
listen to
falling
an engine
down.
noise or
Yeah.
something. It's
You
like,
would.
oh, we got the dyno rollers screaming, and then we got this straight pipe LS just putting out every sound it can in my direction.
My ears are ringing for like an hour.
And then you got Matt in there tuning on it. God, he hates it more than anyone. We got sitting there and listen to it.
I'm surprised they don't wear earmuffs.
He does.
Oh my god, he wears earmuffs and he still hears it. God. Yeah, my biggest thing is just like and that's one thing too I hate. It's just a personal thing, but I hate camber, especially excessive camber. Like these guys that are riding on like 45% of their tire, dude, like get out of here.
Stance boys.
God, I hate it, dude.
This could be a topic in its own, really.
It looks so dumb, dude. Like, why? Why do you?
I ain't gonna completely hate on it. I do like you get, a little camera, not much, like 2 degrees, maybe
Yeah,
3 degrees.
yeah, but it's like these guys that look like they're are in a
No,
Jetsons
you're talking
car.
about the guys who are going extreme camera modification, and they only take the cars to shows because you can't drive on that tire anywhere. I mean, it'll wear right through it before.
I'm talking about
Like,
cars
end
that
of the
looks
week.
like the Jetsons cars' wheels stopped halfway through rotating to lift off into the air.
Yeah,
Like, I can't stand it.
excessive camber. Yeah, I hate excessive camber. It's a pointless mod. Like, and there's a lot of pointless mods that I'd have. Kind of got one. I got the Wicker Bill. But
And I'm just going to say it, and I might be alone on this point, and this is a hot take. I think VQ guys are the fake car guys out of the car scene, like the whole car scene. Or not the VQ guys, but like these non-turbo import guys are the like fake car guys out of the car scene. Like they just act like they know everything, but they don't. They don't know anything.
well, I mean, I've met some V6 and
Oh, okay. I forgot about that
I4
crowd.
muscle car crowd.
They're there though. Well, they act like car guys, but they're not, and that's why they
The
end
worst
up.
I've ever dealt with is a V6 Mustang.
Oh yeah, and one in particular.
Me and Tyler have a story about this. We gonna have to have a whole episode with
Oh
him
my
on for this.
Yes, we need to get Tyler on a better mic. Like, come over to my house.
Yeah, he'll talk about some imports with you too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to leave on that point and make myself seem bad. It's just like it seems like and it's kind of obvious too, because they like the only modifications they end up doing to their car is aesthetic modifications, which is fine. Like you want your car to look clean, but it's like that's where they stop because they don't know how to do anything else on a car.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, like they do the body kits, they do like the dumb.
Well, they
stuff.
don't even do them right. Usually, this is the best.
Oh
part.
yeah, dude! Like import guys have the worst fitment out of anybody. Well, I don't know. The Dodge Mopar guys are kind of up there too with their wide body kits, but yeah, import guys
I'm
are
not
right there
gonna
with them.
hate because most of them are factory wide body.
Dude, some people just like their fitment's horrible. Like, why have a
Yeah,
wide body
dude,
kit if your
I got a
tire's not
photo
underneath your
on
wide
my
body?
Dude, I got a photo on my phone of this V6 Charger that was painted teal, not even wrapped. It was this ugly teal. And it had a wide body, and it had probably like 3 inches of clearance between that and the wheel well.
Not the Mopar guys, dude.
It was awful, bruh.
Remember that
I
carbon
got a
wrapped
photo
hood
of
we
that
saw?
shit. Yeah, God.
He
bruh,
didn't
that-
even trim his excess. He just left it folded up underneath the engine bay. Like, dude,
Yes, sir.
no pride in your work. Like,
He had his own place he worked at, too.
I can only imagine how unmeticulous that they are.
Oh, I could only imagine.
Don't even trim excess carbon fiber wrap.
Probably don't even wrap their fenders or nothing.
Probably not. Yeah, there are. It seems like there's more women in the import car scene from what I've seen. I know a lot of local women that have import cars.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It seems like, and I think it's more of a styling thing, really, if anything.
Oh yeah, what are you getting at?
I just think I think women like a more like sports looking car maybe, or I don't know. You just don't see a lot of women in muscle cars like that, you know.
Yeah,
Unless older women, yeah, but like girls our age, like the newer people in the car scene that we would know.
yeah. Those cars definitely. Well, too, it's like a body type thing. Not saying a woman can't be our size, but the average woman is smaller than us. We're 6 foot plus, and they definitely would fit a lot better inside of a smaller import than our cars.
Yeah, they would. My mom can barely see on my car when she drove it.
I mean, I even have from where I'm so tall, I like have my seat all the way reclined in my car, or all the way back in my car. Like I can't go up any of me comfortable. Like I have hard
See,
enough
I
fit in my
don't.
own car.
I'm different. I like to be pretty close to my pedals. I'm weird.
Yeah, I'm like way back. I don't like my knees being
I
bent.
sit in like a track position kind of, even though I'm daily driving.
Yeah.
I just like to be focused. Dude, it's a good thing I was, because I about got in a freaking horrible wreck Monday.
Dude, that's a whole other thing, and I'll definitely hit on this point again on I want to talk about car boomers, but it's like a whole thing with like anytime a young person gets in an accident, like a boomer will immediately go, "Well, how fast were you going?" Like literally
I was literally about to stop. Dude, I'll just tell you real quick because it ain't like a long story.
yeah.
I was turning into work, right? Left turn, I'm in the right lane. So there's a car coming, so he's got it right away, obviously. I'm not going to pull out in front of this dude. So signal early, and there's a truck behind me, and I'm doing like 50, and I'm stopping before I even get to the hill. I'm slowing down, and as I was slowing down, I was like, man, this person's getting close pretty quick. So I start slowing down more, and this dude's about to run over me, so I'm going in the middle of the road, bruh. Somehow don't hit the car in the middle of the road. This person must have looked up last second from their phone or something. They went off in the grass, bruh, and got back on the road.
My God.
Dude, it was so close. I was so mad.
That's terrible. But yeah, I mean that's exactly like I was gonna say. Like these boomers act like I've been in three or four car wrecks since I've been alive driving, and like every car wreck I've been in, I have not been speeding. Like I will cross my heart. I have never sped and ended up in a car wreck. It just makes no sense because whenever you're speeding, you are focused. Like you are paying full
You definitely
attention.
are, yeah.
Like I mean, yes, you can get into a car accident while you're speeding, obviously, but
Usually you're more careful when you are than when you're not, I would argue.
Exactly. I mean, all the times that I've had car accidents, it's either been a time where I've just like zoned out, or well, twice I fell asleep at the wheel, which is obviously, unless I was speeding in my dreams, I wasn't speeding. Like every time I've had a car wreck, I've just like not been paying attention. Like
Yeah, I almost had one on my stint. I went off the road, but I got back on because I fell asleep because I stayed late working one night.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a whole thing. I definitely want to do a topic on car boomers because that's one thing that just grinds my gears worse than a teenager pulling into the Barron County trade school lot not knowing how to drive their farm truck 6-speed Cummins.
Jeez. You remember, let's say import, but this car, this dude wanted to be an import. I feel like they crossed their crossfire. That was straight pipe.
God, dude. That was the worst sounding car.
That's louder than your car, probably. That was loud.
Those cars, dude, are so obnoxiously loud.
It had no power, but it was loud. I know that.
It's like that dude might as well put just like the biggest sticker he could find that said it's not fast, but it's loud, like because that's what it was.
Yeah. Yeah, I can get on a little rant about car stickers, bro.
Import guys, I mean, hand in hand.
Yeah.
Well, like, I mean, no hate, but that Miata that Zach had on his story literally had a sticker covering his entire windshield, bro.
Yeah, I hate that shit, bro. That's so stupid.
That should be illegal. Like, how
it
can
is.
you see? Oh, I was about to say, I mean, it should be if it's not. That's so dumb.
It is. That's horrible, dude.
Do you really care about advertising that much that you want to risk your vision and dying? Like, I mean, I'd say a lot of people have a hard time seeing people sneaking up in their A-pillar, much less like a whole freaking sticker blocking your vision.
Yeah.
It ain't hard for a car to like sneak up on you, especially if there's one beside you trying to come over.
I mean, I just don't even understand why you'd want something obstructing your vision in the first place. It just defeats the whole purpose.
Is that what you were gonna get on with the stickers? Is like that?
Yeah, just like that, and like it'd be the stupidest stickers these people be putting on these cars. The anime shit, like if you wrap your whole car, that's kind of different. But like just stickers, like,
Random stickers,
and
Deadpool
I'm
stickers. I
not
see a
saying
lot
like you
too.
can't put like a Dragon Ball sticker or something on your fucking car, but like when you just got your whole fucking window done and some shit, that's when I'm like, okay, that's kind of like enough there, bud.
If I can tell what your hobby is outside of driving your car by looking at your car, that's too much.
I think you're kind of on to talk there. Our hobby is our cars, and it's probably too much for most people with our loud ass
Yeah, that is
cars.
true. Like, I know for sure here lately, it's just like I have not gone like a day without seeing a K&N sticker on a truck. Like, it's
That
like
is for sure one of them.
every time a
It's
like,
always the autos okay, and then kids too.
yeah.
Ah, this some bitch feels like a rape tape now.
I got a cold air intake and I want everybody to know it, so I'm gonna put this sticker on my back glass. You hear? So that
It
sticker
sounds
ad.
better when that 4 barrel kicked in on my old
Oh my
350.
god. See, they say this cold air intake adds 5 horsepower. I say it's the sticker that adds the 5 horsepower.
That's why I got two of them, one on each corner.
I I feel like, and it's personal opinion, but the most tasteful place to put a sticker is across the top of the windshield or the bottom. Like, that's just like, it's out of the way.
The top,
It's in a good spot. Like, yeah, it just
the
looks
top
perfect.
is coated.
And you look like a NASCAR, like American. That's where NASCAR put their banners at.
I don't care if you have like a rising sun as long as it's above the windshield. Like, I fuck with that on some
Yeah, I was
cars.
about to say the rising sun on Japanese cars looks cool. Like, that looks really cool. That's like really tasteful. Or like an Australia flag, and like, I
Yeah,
don't know, whatever.
a G8 or GTO.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fuck with stuff like that. But then you get these goddamn 350Z owners over here. All of a sudden, we got two-step. We're a different person now.
I swear, man. I think
You
between
don't roll up on me on these streets, bro. I'd be laying shots out left, right, center.
yeah, dude, our two steps are so loud. Like, they're girthy. Like, especially underneath the bridge, dude. It sounds like a cannon going off.
Dude, I'll be doing it behind my coworkers or Mike or someone, and they'll hear. I did it behind Matt one day, and he got scared, bro.
Me and you, like, anytime me and you go somewhere, we always, like, we don't make it like 5 miles down the road, and we both already hit it at least once.
That's me every day, bro. As soon as I'm warmed up, I'm laying on it two-step. You think I care? You think I care about if my engine blows up, bro? I'll go get it 5.3.
Yeah.
Oh, we got an iron block in the front. Get some heavier springs and send her home.
There you go. Yeah, I feel like, and the Z guys are like the ones that I think talk the most crap about being faster than certain stuff. Maybe
Dude,
not.
some of the Z owners are crazy. You ever see that old Ricer video, that one with the big fake supercharger sticking out the hood and it said supercharged?
Yeah.
And God,
Okay,
bro, can
buddy.
you imagine being that? Like, you get, hey, even it's fake at that point, like, even if you were an old dumb man who bought that car, like, at that point, it's not supercharged.
It's like
You
these.
know it.
It's like these guys that go like Advanced or like O'Reilly and like literally put a whole body kit on their car from the stock of O'Reilly. Like, they got the stick on hood scoop.
It's literally like they buy out that entire aisle and put it on their fucking car, bro. It's like that. It's like that one TV show where you got the shopping cart in the store and you gotta get as much shit as you can. That's them
Oh my
when that
god.
paycheck hits.
Oh my god. Got like a skull as an emblem. They take off the Nissan and put on there. Yeah.
Performance R race R30. They just put like S
Type
sport.
X.
Yeah, like they put everything they can on it.
R spec. Homie ain't got a Nismo. He's got a cringe mo.
Yeah.
And
My fair lady Z.
oh my
Ain't nothing
god,
fair about it, bruh. Ain't nothing fair about that.
Z guys are the worst about marking up their cars, dude.
I can't believe how much they go for, bruh.
Like
Crazy.
$9,000 for like one that ain't even that clean. Like,
You can probably get a rebuilt tile fit in for less than $9,000.
oh yeah, absolutely, dude. I saw a roller fit in for like $2,000. Like,
Damn.
just buy you a 5.3. It ain't got to be an LS3 car.
Hell, you ain't even gotta get a Gen 4 LS. You can probably throw a Gen 3 in that bitch pretty easy.
Yeah, but I wouldn't mind having a Z as a daily. You know, they get good gas mileage. You know, and it's nostalgia for me because of the Need for Speed games. Like, I think
a Z boy, huh?
I would spend the money to wrap it just like the Need for Speed car, just so I could get that nostalgia. I like, God, that original.
I'm built different, bruh.
Oh yeah,
I'm about that M3 GTR, bruh.
yeah, dude. I saw a '87 Supra on Marketplace for like $5. It's in Bowling Green too for like $5,000. Oh my god, dude.
A 1J swapped one would be nice.
It runs and drives too for like $5,000. Like, oh my god, it's so tempting.
Is it turbo or non-turbo?
Non-turbo, or no, it's turbo car. It's just got a lot of miles on it.
You know what engine it is? I can't remember anymore, but
I ain't trying to have Caleb correct me again.
I can't remember. I did some research because I was really wanting a Mark III.
Yeah, they're nice. Like, especially like I love the.
It's really not worth building that stock engine though, from what I understand. It's a lot easier just to throw like different ECU in it and a 2J or something.
Yeah, I know a guy with a 2J for sale. Yeah. I don't know. I still really want an import just a daily, but I don't know. I'm kind of giving up on it slowly. It's just like by the time I spend like $2 or $3 on buying a solid car and taking the risk of it being like problems down the road, especially with being a daily, that's $2,000 I could put in my drag car or my fit gen.
Yeah,
that's a lot of money.
$2K in your fit gen would be quite a bit.
I mean, injectors is like a little over $1,000. I'm
talking about 416.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I want to wait that long though. It's killing me waiting on this stall since January.
It about to begin, bro.
It better be, dude. I'm itching, and I can't scratch it because it ain't here yet.
Too bad.
It is too bad.
These import boys always be getting their shit repoed too.
Nah, I was about to say we can't all be like these import boys and buy all their stuff off Amazon and have next day delivery on your double whale tail. Sorry,
buddy. Oh, what you got? Chassis mount spoiler mounted to your bumper?
Oh, okay. and we can't talk too much crap because our domestic guys be doing this too with the splitter lip mounted to the bumper instead of the
Not me. But every car leaves our shop done right.
God, dude, like, and it's funny.
Splitter ain't flexing.
It's funny too because we had like a close friend of ours actually had his fail because he did that. Like, it wasn't mounted to anything like sound. It's gonna move.
Just mount to the bumper.
Like, it's literally
so it just flakes with the bumper then.
Yeah.
Got mount to the. You gotta have tension on it too. I mean, it can't just be like free floating there. You want it to have tension. That way, when air does hit it and pushes down on it,
I don't feel like
the right spot.
I don't feel like much research was done into buying that. I feel like that's a big issue.
Most people don't. Like, most people don't realize. There's a lot you can do with aero.
Just any part at all. People just.
Hey, I'm not real familiar with it, but we've had a few builds that we've got pretty in depth with aero on.
Really, I mean, I know there's a gain, but I'd like to know how much of the gain. Like the F body cars, like my third gen and the Fox bodies, they like all have that really long like aluminum spoiler, like flat spoiler that follows the line of the trunk. You're not gonna gain
from that right now.
Yeah, I know a lot of these drag car guys. They run that, but
you gotta be going fast for that, bro.
Yeah. I'm just gonna run a wicker. I'm probably just gonna run stock spoiler on mine or like a small wicker bill. Or dovetail. I love the dovetails, dude. Looks so nice. Which my car comes factory with a small one. I wouldn't mind having a little bit like yours.
Dude, yeah, the aftermarket ones I really like.
Yeah, just go up just a little bit higher. They're just a little bit bigger than stock. I love it. I love it so much.
The Z28 spoiler's bigger than yours.
Oh, I was talking about my third gen, but yeah.
Oh.
My spoiler on my SS or my 14, the one I drive now, is different from the one that was on my V6. My V6 is one I don't even.
So,
It didn't go to the edge of the car. Mine now goes like it follows, like it goes all the way edge to edge and hangs over a
yeah,
little bit.
they did different ones. Like mine's the lower version, right? The early SS cars, I believe, got that. Then the 14, 15's got the different spoiler.
Yeah, I like. Did your spoiler? Did it have the stripe match to the body?
Yeah,
Yeah,
not all the way down, but it did have it.
right.
I don't even know where the stripes are now. I have a set somewhere.
I'm gonna look into having mine repainted this year. I've got my grandpa's neighbor's like a really good painter, supposedly, like on the side. I'm gonna see how much he charged me. I wouldn't mind having them repainted.
Heck yeah.
See what I'll at least see what the ghost stripes look like before he paints them, just because you're so adamant on that. But
I don't care about ghost stripe. I mean, just no stripe.
yeah,
Looks good.
I don't know. I really like
Especially
my
your
rally
color.
stripes. I love my rally stripes, man.
If you like stripes, man, keep them. I ain't trying to tell you what to do.
Yeah. We've wandered about as far off as we could on our VQ guy. Sorry, I keep saying our VQ guys, but our import guys. So we'll throw it to a quick ad break, and we'll be right back. Guys, I have fantastic news. If you're tired of blowing your hard-earned money on energy drinks, then look no further than our sponsor, Dubby. They make an energy blend you mix with water to give you a boost that you need to get through your day. They have lots of flavors for you to try. They even have a starter pack if you're skeptical. It's only $15 and it comes with a shaker cup. Head on over to dubby.gg and use our code HealthBars10 to get 10% off your order. Again, guys, head over to dubby.gg and use our code HealthBars10 to get 10% off your order. What are you waiting for? We're back from our ad. If you missed it, there was a huge developer stream with the 7 Days to Die developers and the two co-founders, and there was a lot of information about what to expect in A21, and I'm so happy to share it with you all. It's obviously the first stream, so not a lot was. I mean, I think a lot was revealed. There's even a really big news that came out, and I think a leak, because I'll just get into it, but. Kind of how I watched the whole stream. Jordan hasn't, so we're both kind of big into 7 days somewhat. So we're just gonna kind of bounce these talking points off each other and see where that goes. So I just, in no particular order, I was just literally frantically typing in Discord as the talking points came up in their stream. So this update, from what I can tell, is mainly focused around. The main thing I noticed was art. Like, they redid a lot of, like, the signs. You know how most of the doors in the buildings are literally the same copy and paste doors? You either have a residential door or you have, like, a commercial door.
Yeah.
There's, like, 1 million doors now. Like, there's a lot more doors. They also added it, too, a mechanic where... So, you know how you bust the door down and, like, the door shows damage, throughout the breaking down process?
Yeah.
Well, now it has set stages of destruction. So you have, like, your door with no boards on it. You hit it, you get it through the first health bar, and it breaks a hole, like, right at a head level, right above the doorknob, and you can actually fire through that hole.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
And then there's one more stage before it's completely broken, where it's like there's the door's almost completely hollowed out. I don't think zombies can walk through it, but it don't have very much health after that, obviously.
Yeah.
That was like one of the first things they really talked about was their doors. But like I said, they really focused on the traders, which was an issue that me and Jordan were running into specifically on our last playthrough. Like, it was the same 3 traders, and like we literally spent like a whole day, like probably more than a day, just trying to find like particular items. Like, we were looking for the 44, and it was just because we had so much ammo for it.
We literally played 2 days looking for a 44 Magnum. Just because it was like, man, we need to stop wasting our other ammo when we got so much 44 mag.
So they added a new thing called Trader Tier. So I think you basically have it from the start, but Trader Tier basically is where the trader will have a step above the loot you will find out in the open based on your skill level. So it's I guess they're kind of pushing it to where you can check on the trader more often because he will always have that better loot.
Yeah, I can definitely see that being useful.
On top of that, they talked a lot about this. I don't know. We never really got big into the trader quest stuff, but they added a whole nother tier of trader quests, and they added a new trader quest called Infested. So instead of like your typical clear out an area, they added it to where there's like literally an infestation in an area. Like there's way more zombies there. Yeah. And always in those areas, they'll spawn what they kept referring to it as a hero box. I don't really know what that specifically means. I guess it's just a box with a lot of like actual good stuff in it, not just like a random gun safe.
Yeah.
Let's see. So as soon as he walked, and there, it seems like there's more variety of trader now. Like you won't find every item at one particular trader. It seemed like there's like an automotive trader that had like specifically automotive stuff.
That's cool. I like that.
I don't know that for sure, but it kind of looked like it because there's one trader who was just like, he had a literal garage set up inside his trader place with like the 4x4, the motorcycle. It was dope.
Yeah. That'd be me in the apocalypse, bro.
For sure. So there was a big slip, and I'm almost 100% sure it was a leak. Like he did not mean to say it at all, because there was in every trading post there was a helipad, and the guy walked on it. He was like, "Yeah, we redid this area. You're standing there on the teleport. I mean, the helipad, and like literally everybody looked over like in their camera, like in shock, and they just brushed right past it as fast as they could. And he's like, "Oh no, that's something for another time." So I think. And it makes sense, too, why they would have that, because traveling on that game is, like, the most boring thing ever. So, possible teleport pads in traders, which would be super dope, because traders are super far from each other, so it would be ideal. And on the topic of, tedious traveling, I didn't write this down because I missed it. I was combing back through the live stream after... today before I started recording, and they added a feature which you'll like to hear, where you spawn near your backpack, like where you get the options to spawn near bed at random. Well, there's a new thing you can select.
So you spawn near where you died.
Yep. So you ain't got to.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, dude. Nothing worse than traveling like 3 kilometers just to go get your backpack.
Bro. Sometimes that just makes me want to just not even play. Like trying to meet up.
Yeah, that's exactly what that's exactly what the devs said. They're like, it's just like the main thing people rage quit about, seems like, is going and getting their stuff.
Just trying to meet up with people after you die. Like you spawn 3 kilometers away.
Yeah, especially early game too. Like whenever you're like you said, first trying to meet up, and it's like it's such a pain because you got to go out of your way to go get your bag. Like,
the worst.
I didn't see a lot of new I know that there are new POIs. Which is just like, places, point of interest is what that stands for, buildings. I know there's way more, but they didn't talk about all of them, or I think they really only showed off one, but I know for sure just from following their Twitter that there's a nursing home. I seen in the live stream that there is a prison now. That, of course, would have the, I think they said it had tier 5 loot, which is, I guess, one of the best loot areas in the game.
Yeah.
Leading to that, they added a new UI feature where in the top, I think at first it shows up in the center of your screen to let you know this information. Then it shifts up to where like the top right, like where your version would be noted.
Yeah.
Whenever you get into a new area, so it'll give you the POI name as well as like whenever you travel into different biomes, it'll tell you what biome you're in. But whenever you travel to a new POI, it will tell you the location, and then underneath there'll be 2 sets of skulls. There'll be red skulls and gold skulls. So the red skulls signify the difficulty of the POI that you're in, which will stack depending on what progression you are in the game. The gold skulls are the environment difficulty. So say you're in the snow, obviously it's going to be both skulls. I think it is based on a 1 to 2 skull system, and I think there are half skulls.
Yeah.
So that's really nice to have, I think.
Especially, I kind of already if there's snow, it's just always like harder.
Yeah, but my main thing was for like the for POI, especially at places you don't typically go to. Like me personally, I play the game a lot, but I don't think I've ever been in one of those. What's the place called? It's like where they melt down bodies or whatever, a crematorium or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been in there. I wouldn't know what loot was in there, but if I walked up to it and it showed me what the POI difficulty was, that'd give me an idea of what what I can expect in there. I ain't gonna waste my time. And what's in there for me?
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously I've talked to you about this before. The skill tree got overhauled. So I summed this up super fast because they were moving really quickly through this. They said it's a lot more simpler whenever you actually do it. So they made it to where you have to craft all. So you know how you've got tiers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of tools. Obviously 6 being the one you have to go find.
Yeah.
It seems like they made it, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm in the ballpark. You have to craft, so say you have a stone axe, instead of you just like grinding, or pickaxe is even a better example. I don't think I've ever crafted an iron pickaxe. You typically just go straight to steel, which, why would you even have the iron pickaxe in the game? So they kind of scratched the chalkboard off and started back at square one, and they changed it to where you have to craft each level. So you have to craft a level 1, use it a little bit to enough to get to the level 2, and then so on and so forth. And then whenever you get to that level 5, that's whenever you get the ability to unlock the next material pickaxe or next material item. I
don't know if I'm going to be a fan of that, to be honest.
I could be wrong on that, but that kind of seemed like how it was.
That just seems like it's kind of like forcing you not to, like where before you could kind of choose what you wanted, but now it's like you're forced.
Yeah.
But I'm not. It's too early to say.
Choose what? Can you break that down for me?
It's like you gotta, before you could choose, like you could build, whatever you wanted. Like you'd have skill tree to unlock it. But now you're having to use a certain.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
It's kind of forcing you, maybe not trying to do that, but it could be irritating. I could see.
Yeah, I could also, I could definitely see that because you run into an issue where you've got a guy working on a tool tree for you and you can't.
Yeah, I feel like I've played another game that had something similar to that. I can't remember, but I just remember something like that annoying me in another game.
Yeah. Moving on to the next point. It's still kind of on the skill topic. The more you advance in a skill, the more you will find books pertaining to that skill. So like say you're working on shotguns, you're leveling up your shotguns, so you will be more likely to find a book in your search pool pertaining to a shotgun build, which I'm like so happy about, because there's nothing worse than like you're running a shotgun build and you're finding all these books for pistols, and it's like, what am I going to do with this? I don't have a single point to pistols. Like I'm trying to finish my shotgun skill tree. Also, speaking of guns, they made gun parts much harder to find, which I can appreciate because it feels like getting guns in that game is extremely easy.
Seems like it's easy.
And I hate it too because the melee portion of that game is actually really fun.
Melee is really fun. I really enjoy it.
This news doesn't pertain to us at all, but it was the biggest news of the stream. I can understand how it could be extremely exciting for some people. It would have been for me if I wasn't on PC, but a lot of people think they've just given completely up on going back to console because of the licensing issue, but they confirmed in the live stream that they are republishing on console. I think they said Xbox. It's probably going to be PS5 before Xbox. For whatever reason, not any information they shared with us on why that was. But you'll like to hear this because what legends they are for doing this. But they're going to try to get people discounts who bought the old version. Like, dude, that's so genuine. Like, what creators are doing that?
Yeah, not many.
I don't know if they'll be able to do that, but they said they were definitely going to try to. And obviously with them coming to PS5 and Xbox in the future, They didn't give a timeline, by the way. Who knows when it'll be, but they are going to have crossplay, which is that's cool because
That's a big one. I like that.
we have friends that aren't quite on PC yet, so that's going to be fun. They talked about this in the Q&A. It's not going to apply to Alpha 21, but they are talking. They said they had it in a rough state, like they had it ready, but not really. Bandits are probably going to be in Alpha 22.
I like that. I think that's fun.
Yeah, so they said they already had the models done and some of the mechanics, but they want us to be able to actually enjoy them thoroughly, like whenever they're polished, instead of just dumping them in Alpha 21, because right now really all their AI knows how to do is just like walk down roads and stuff. They want to be able to build bandit camps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And of course they're having to implement all new mechanics so they can crouch down and stuff. Obviously the zombies aren't doing that. Oh, okay, this is another thing too, because me and you play on random gens. They're 4 to 5 times faster on rendering random gen worlds. Also,
I like that.
The back roads and stuff, and you definitely notice this whenever you ride in vehicles and mini bikes and stuff. They are so rough and bumpy and like potholes, but they said that they've made the roads much smoother.
Well, that's definitely a big upgrade because
yeah, especially the mini bike, dude. That thing like gets stuck in everything.
You would not go up a hill in that thing, bro.
Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and say this now in case I didn't note it. They made the vehicle damage way more realistic, which I can appreciate that because, dude, it's like invincible. Like, so now if like say you're going full speed and you like slam it to another car, it's probably gonna take like easily half the damage. Or a really good chunk out of it. Like it's more realistic, and they changed a few different things about repairing the vehicles, but it wasn't anything game changing. They added some like, and I really appreciated whenever they originally changed this gameplay, where like there were zombies actually like hiding in corners and stuff. They added a more realistic gameplay change where have you ever seen those like flatbeds with like quarantine like body bags in them?
Yeah.
Now, if you like approach those, like crawlers will bust out of the bags.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And also with that, like if you ever see like a car accident or whatever, like there's the potential that like a burned zombie will come like crawling out from underneath like a burning car.
That's cool.
Yeah. And they panned. They like the guy that was walking around in the test world. He looked at something, then looked away really quick. He's like, "Oh no, that's for the future." There was like a house that was like actively on fire, like that. That's something that might be in the future too. Yeah, that looked really cool. Another POI I just happened to take note of during the beta live stream was there was an army checkpoint POI. That was cool to see.
Yeah. Good loot there.
Oh yeah. So it seems like I don't necessarily know if the army checkpoint was a POI because they said something about its chance to spawn, which I'm guessing that just applies to the random gen worlds where certain places like an army checkpoint, smaller POIs might instead not be a POI but be a chance to spawn instead of an actual POI. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I kind of already hit on trader stage. Okay. So better barter also stacks with already being able to find a step better loot inside of the trader deals, and they got rid of the secret stash. I don't know really why. They just said they would just rather have everything out in the open. Just whatever.
I kind of enjoyed secret stash.
I kind of did too. I don't know why they changed that.
Oh well.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was like. Okay, that's kind of weird. And you could appreciate this because I know you were more on the trader quests, how they just gave you 2 items, and usually, most of the times it was just junk anyways. They made it way more rewarding to do trader quests, and also completing trader quests will give you more items to choose from. So I think they set up to 5 items to choose from. Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. They really are hyping this like whole trader thing.
I think it's gonna be good for the game.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see it.
You should. The graphics are like they look great too. Like
The loading times and stuff really like that's something that should have came longer ago. I feel like.
yeah. And I was gonna tell you too. I
I don't know. Is it a big studio? I don't even know how big their studio is or nothing.
No, and actually they said during the live stream that they've actually, especially for like the bandits and like bigger projects, they've been reaching out to a like a different company. I don't necessarily if it's third party or not. I guess it technically would be to help them with game development. So
That's nice to see. Yeah.
yeah, people helping people. So I'm not a game engineer by no means, but I can kind of recall how they described this. So basically, they reduce the lag for hitting zombies up close, which is a big issue, dude. Especially,
it was annoying getting infected or something, you know.
Yeah, like there's just the worst hit latency. So they made it to where, so say you're in like walking down the street and there's one zombie super close and like there's 5 other zombies that are, you know, like trailing. Well, they made it to where basically the game would reduce focus from that 5 groups of zombies and it would put more game memory or game focus on between you and that one zombie that's closest to you.
Yeah.
So, you know, I kind of don't really know how to sum that up any better than that. That's kind of what I got.
As long as it doesn't affect like zombie spawning or anything, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, and they also said that the AI pathing is going to be a lot different, like especially with
oh damn, because some of them are pretty dumb, and I kind of enjoy them being dumb.
Yeah, I think chances of getting blindsided is a lot more high, and they did note that Horde Knights are going to be a little bit more of a learning curve now that they have new pathing. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, I definitely think it will be.
It used to be really easy to funnel. Like you pretty much pick where you want them to funnel through if you're good at building a base.
Yeah.
So might be a lot more
challenging. I feel like there's gonna be a way around it though.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, these mega bases people be building, I mean, it seems hard like they're gonna break through that.
Yeah. This is a big thing. So they got rid of sexual Tyrannosaurus, unfortunately. But instead they made it to where, so say you're working on a club class. Well, if you're working on a club class, with you leveling up your clubs, you are also at the same time leveling up the amount of stamina you have when you are using a club. So that way you don't have to waste perks on stamina, you know? It makes sense.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. So
I think they're going to do good with this update.
I don't know. You might change your opinion. This is a curveball, and I'm telling you, dude. The fans kind of turned on them midstream to the point to where the developers even said, if this really does bomb, that we will change it. But we really think you guys will like it. But like I'm telling you, dude, the fans turned on them. So there's no more glass jars. So you have no more food. Can't eat glass. I'm guessing you can still eat window panes. But yeah. Okay, so the reason they removed glass jars is because they want water to be a more abundant issue, which I can kind of see.
Did people really get that mad over it?
Yeah, they got really mad.
Am I not the only one who does that? Is that is there a group that does that?
What?
Eats glass?
Oh, no. I was just memeing at you about that. But
I was like, is there really that many people who eat glass?
No, people are mad because it's getting water has been so easy. Like, I don't think anybody's ever had an issue getting water. Like, you've always got a stack in your inventory.
Oh, there's a water cooler. Go get water.
So, they took away water jars. You can no longer, like, drink out of toilets, which I didn't know you could do to begin with. I guess you could put an empty jar in a toilet and get a murky water. I didn't know that. So, instead of this, they added a dew collector. So, the way they describe it, you don't need like 5 of them set up at a time. And one guy even said he's on like day 25 and he still don't have one set up. But it's going to be something you're going to have set up if you want to, sustain longer term. Because I think you can still find water, but it's a lot more rare from what I understand.
Yeah.
So that was the big bombshell, I think, of the stream, because people got so upset about that, about the water. But they assured everybody, all the testers loved it. It added a new challenge to the game. And,
yeah, I'm not going to hate on that.
I can appreciate that. This was kind of an annoying thing for me. It's a big quality of life thing for me. Small items like bird's nests or like trash, that has loot inside of them, small stuff like that. If you take the item out of it, it just disappears, like it explodes, which is great. because it
Yeah,
like
I'm fine with that. I mean, that's probably a lot less RAM usage and shit over time.
I mean, it's not even that, but it's just like, say me and you are both like looting an area, and like I've already been through this pile of trash, and you don't happen to see the
Yeah.
empty symbol on it. Like, there you go. So they made it to where every house, every building, from what I understand, has that like loot room in it. Has a loot room in it, so it's more rewarding to search like door by door. I'm guessing, but of course they called it a hero crate, so we'll have to wait and see what that is. Another thing, too, that people are a little bit upset about, it just, I don't know, it seems like people just got upset about such small things. The spears aren't throwable anymore. Instead,
I don't think I've ever used a spear, to be honest.
I remember I used it one time, and it was that time that we were just getting chased by, like, those pigs down the road, and I just, like, it's the fastest thing I can make and throw. But yeah, they made the spear do more damage, and also instead of having throwable ability, obviously has a power attack now, and in the place of that throw.
It's got range too. I mean, that's fun.
Yeah, and I don't know why people were upset about that. Like, use a bow if you really want a range attack. You know, I don't know. I already talked about the vehicle physics. I guess it was on here. So they're slowly adding, and it might not even be slowly, it's just they only showed one off, but like they were going through a church, or maybe I know it was a funeral home. They're starting to add more hazards in the POIs. For example, he was going through this funeral home, you know, looting and stuff, and he gets to the back where they cremate bodies, and to be able to continue through scavenging the area, obviously you could hit a button to shut off the fire, but if you don't pay attention to that, you just run right through it. There's like a fire trap. If you're not fast enough, it'll end up like burning you up.
That's cool.
Yeah, and they're wanting to set up more like hazards, so it's not just zombies you
It's
gotta
like
worry
the
about.
Indiana Jones one.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Like you got run from a ball falling.
Yeah. So one of the last few things they mentioned was they increased the chance. I think it might even been like 100% certainty every time, but whenever you see a wandering horde, I guess it gives you more initiative to go after and actually try to kill all the horde. They have the higher chance to drop a loot bag. So they're trying to, I guess, reward you for taking bigger chances. I think they said too, like
that makes sense too. I mean, you should be rewarded if you're gonna do that. Risk reward.
I think they said even like, say like a wandering zombie shows up while you're fighting a wandering horde, you know, that zombie also has the same probability to drop a loot bag because, you know, he's like essentially adding more of a challenge to you already fighting the zombies.
Yeah.
So, and they got there's the co-founder, everybody in chat like asking, when's this gonna come out, and like they're like, don't you say it, and this guy's like, come on guys, like we can just like we can say it, and like they just don't want the fans to get super mad if they don't have it out, you know, in the time that they say. But he did end up saying that we're gonna kind of see it mid-May, hopefully early May, but he said mid-May to be safe. So definitely don't hold them to that. You know, they're literally probably one of the smallest game developers, you know, with such a big game. And I'm looking forward to this update, and with them hinting towards bandits in the next, I'm even more fired up about that update. But
yeah, bandits is what's got me fired up.
That's going to be crazy, especially if they actually like seek out your base, like raid your base. That'd be crazy. Or like they had bandits and they had like raiders as a separate group. That'd be really cool. It's like I think we talked about 7 Days once on the podcast, and you're like, imagine if like a group of people just shows up on Horde Night. Like that'd be so messed up if like you're trying to fight zombies and like raiders show up like shooting at you while you're already like trying to shoot zombies.
You're fucked. Now you're getting shot back at.
Third party.
Why are you third partying me, bro? These zombies about to go for you.
But man, I'm excited, and you know, sorry if this was boring. If it was just a news stream, you know, it's a lot of good news and it's topical. And if you like 7 Days, you know, here's the scoop. You know, it was a lot of fun. they're wanting to do, I think they said like 3 dev streams, and like they said basically how you will know the game is about to release is they will have a streamer weekend where streamers have access to the beta, or alpha, which we will try our best to get hands on that game early for you guys. I don't know how that'll go. I've contacted one of the guys from Fun Pimps trying to get them on the podcast, so we'll have to wait and see. So
yeah,
if you see this and want to try to help us with that, share it to them, tag them, whatever fans do to get people in contact with other people. I know you guys are good at that.
Fans being fans.
But I've had a good time updating you. Unfortunately, there was probably some stuff I missed. I was under the impression they were giving out beta codes during the live stream, but they waited until the very end of the stream to answer a Q&A question that was, these codes aren't for the beta. These codes are for the full game if you don't have it already. I'm like, are you serious? I've been sitting here trying to beat these bots to these codes just to find out it wasn't. And I should have knew it too, because I typed it in one time and it said you already own this game. I'm like, oh, I'm just typing it in the wrong spot. So I actually got an active code, but I had the game already. Oh well. But yeah, if you don't have anything, let's throw it to outro, and we'll see you guys next week.
Yup.
We hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, follow us on social media so you can keep up with us throughout the week. Possibly have a big interview lined out for next week, so make sure you follow us on there so you'll be one of the first people to know. And with that being said, we'll see you then.